Hi. Hi. Hi everyone. I am Suhasini and I'm currently pursuing MSc in Organizational Psychology from the University of Liverpool. So this is gonna be the first video, in my YouTube channel. And I'm very new to this. And I never thought I would have a YouTube channel. Yeah, I never thought of that. And I am from India. Obviously you would have guessed. What else do you want to? I mean, obviously, now though you'll get to know anything and everything about me very soon. And why is it Susie's Tales? Mhm. Because I like the name. I love the name Susie. And I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this, but okay, fine. I won't say that. But yeah, if you call me Susie, that's also fine. And yeah, I love the name Susie. But yes, I am Suhasini at the end of the day. But it's okay. Doesn't matter. So yeah, welcome to my family. Yes, it's been 1 month right now, and yeah, I did a little bit of exploring cities, places, things like that. And people had so many questions, so I thought of starting a YouTube channel. I never thought I would ever have a channel. No, back in primary school, I barely used to participate in pick and speak. I barely wanted my teacher to pick me. It's like huge transition, I would say. And I can't believe I am actually recording this video. But yeah, why not give it a try? And yeah, so I thought of answering some questions, and maybe let's dive into the questions. And yeah, maybe we might have a tea time. Yeah, I'll introduce current characters in my life soon, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so how's Liverpool? So Liverpool is very beautiful, like really very beautiful, and it's also considered as a student friendly city. So it's been pretty safe here, I would say. And again, how safe it is depends on areas, I would say. But places near the universities are safe, I would say. And if you're traveling alone, or if it is like, what do I say, late night, maybe it would be better if you go out with somebody and have a company rather than going alone. But rather than that, it's like really beautiful. And I haven't been to all the places, but I have been to quite a few. I don't know if it's a few. So I've been to Albert Docks. That's where you see the waterfront, blah blah blah, and all. And there's this Ferris wheel. See, every corner of the street is aesthetic. I mean, back in India, you had to find places to get good pictures. But here, every corner of the street, it's like you just stand and you get a good picture. I mean, that's something very nice, and that's something very interesting, I would say. Every corner of the street, you will see me clicking pictures of the places. That's what I've been doing for a month now, and yeah, I love it. Okay, fine, that's good. Yeah, so then maybe I'll explore more places and then list out a few places in Liverpool, I would say. Yeah, I think let's move to the next question. Have you been mugged? Fortunately, I haven't been mugged yet, and I don't want to get mugged too, obviously. And yeah, I hope I do not get mugged too. Okay, next question. Okay, so how did you get into the college and how did your study abroad journey begin? Interesting question. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know how did it begin, because I didn't even have a plan. Like, I never thought I would study abroad. I mean, so when I was doing my UG, it was all like, okay, fine, you've taken psychology now, and you're about to finish the degree. Now what? What next? What next? So there was a lot of peer pressure, I would say. And clearly, I didn't even have a plan. People were applying everywhere, like, uh, like it was crazy. Like they were applying everywhere, every institution. I mean, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Yes, but it was a lot of pressure for me to comprehend. And every matlab, when it was when you were about to finish your degree and all, people were like, I have an interview there, and I'm giving my entrance exam here, there, I've applied there, maybe I'll have to travel there to give my entrance exam, interviews, etc, etc. And so I applied for CUET since I am a psychology student, and I did give CUET exam. Pretty good marks, I would say, but I'm not gonna reveal my marks, obviously. So, and then I gave Christ entrance exam, I would say, because uh, did I want to go to Christ? Maybe, yeah, but I just gave it because everybody. Christ is a very big thing. I mean, everybody were applying to it, so I applied. I mean, yeah, and I couldn't make it to Bangalore campus, but I made it to Delhi campus. So meanwhile, a lot of tea, I guess. I got distracted from the actual question. So I did have, in the corner of my mind, maybe I should, study abroad. Ho gaya, India. I mean, hmm, should I try studying abroad and all? And then I just asked my parents, ki, should I study abroad? Like, can I, study abroad? Can I go for my masters and all? And they're like, okay, matlab, who is, planning this with you? Like, is somebody coming with you? Or do you have a company? Or do you have a friend? I'm like, no, I haven't asked anybody. But I'm like, can I go? And they're like, I mean, obviously they were very concerned sending me, like sending your daughter to a very different country and you don't have anybody over there. So, I mean, I understand. But I was like, why do I need a company? Like, I don't need a company. Like, I can go, right? Like, you go, you build a new life. I mean, obviously, you need a lot of courage and resources, support, and all that. I understand. But this, concept of कि किसी के साथ जाओ, take somebody and go, was, I don't like that concept. Like, when my parents say that, I don't like that. And then they're like, no, we cannot send you like that. Like, no, we cannot send you like that. And I was like, okay, fine. Now maybe, maybe I'll end up studying in India. So then, some random day, my parents asked me, okay, fine. Like, what is your plan? Like, where do you want to go? I'm like, I never planned for it. Like, I don't know what to say because, but I had asked them initially and they had rejected the idea. I never thought about that idea and skipped the study abroad part. I didn't even know what course I wanted to, specialize in. I knew I wanted to do psychology, but what specialization am I gonna do? I don't know. I wasn't even sure. Everybody, like literally everybody around me, they're like, I'm gonna do clinical psychology and counseling psychology. That's the two most popular answers I used to hear. And I've done my internships in clinical and counseling psychology, and I'm passionate about counseling psychology. Like, counseling is my passion, but I clearly knew I wasn't into clinical psychology. So now they're like, what specialization are you doing, by the way? I'm like, I'm still deciding. Give me some time. Like, why do you keep asking me? Give me some time. What is this? Blah 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 blah. And they're like, and they were like, okay, fine. They did give me time. They've always given me time. And I was like, I was so confused. And then one random day, I reached out. Look, I did have organizational psychology in my mind. Like, that's something I would love to do, and I see myself becoming that. And I didn't want to pursue my passion. Like, it's too much. I felt like it's too much. If I just involve myself in my passion, it's gonna eventually lead me into burnout. So I was like, I'll keep my passion as passion and let me learn something new, like something I'm interested in now, something I would love to see myself as. So then I was like, okay, fine, organizational psychology. Now, what does an organizational psychologist do? So there was a lot of role confusion there, and I wanted to ask somebody, like, every time I spoke to someone, like I did have my subject in and UG, and I did study, and I really got a great marks. That is something, we'll keep that aside. But I wanted to know how it works in the real world. If we know everything, we know all the theory stuffs, but I wanted to know what exactly am I gonna become, like if even if I take up the degree. So I was just looking around on Instagram, and I came across a reel or something, and there was a girl talking about difference between HR and organizational psychologist. What do they do and all. So I went to her profile and all, and she had 2 degrees basically. She was a counseling psychologist and organizational psychologist. So I was like, okay, she seemed like a person I could relate a lot to. So I was like, I texted her. So I texted her, and then I would say, fortunately, she replied to me. I was like, so you know the feeling, right? You're calling someone and you don't want them to pick. That was the feeling. I was like, I made my efforts and I did not get it back. Okay, fine. I was like, okay, I'll just blame it on them that, okay, I didn't get a reply. But I got a reply, like, so soon. And she's like, yeah, I would love to have a call with you. And all. So it's like, I would say, the fear of uncertainty. Like, so I was gonna eventually find out ki kya hone wala hai. Like, what is it exactly about? But I was actually not ready to face it. And then I was like, okay, fine. Like, what do I say? Yeah, till when can I just, sit and think, okay, fine. One day it's gonna come to me. Nothing is gonna come to us. Like, obviously, if you need something, ask. Like, yes, if you need something, just ask. Nobody can understand. Okay, fine, maybe she needs it, and no, it's not gonna happen. And obviously, I wasn't like this, from the beginning. Character development hua hai, personality development hua hai. Yeah, and I would say your experiences shapes you. No? Okay, fine. Skip that part. So I did talk to her, and she gave me a lot of idea. Ki this is what you can do and all. And the next step was I had to give IELTS. IELT is the English exam. Wait, let me just tell you. Yeah, so IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. So basically, you'll need to give this test. It's like they're testing your English language ability to communicate and all. So that's a common requirement all across the globe, like wherever you want to apply abroad. So she's like, that's something you'll have to give or something like that. And I think you'll do it well. I mean, it's the first time talking to you, but I feel like you'll do well. Like, you'll do really well. I was like, okay, fine. Now I got the idea. But again, now the real task was finding, like, which country. I struggled a lot, like a lot. What country do I apply to? And then I asked me. So there were a bunch of people, like my friends. They were planning to study abroad and all, and the ones I like, they were applying to US, and a few of them were applying to UK, and and I was like, okay, fine, US. So what exactly do I search? US the what? I didn't know what to search. Like, literally, I didn't know what to search. And then, okay, fine, if I'm going to UK or US or Australia, what, like, I am supposed to look for a, this is something I should be looking for. I should be sure about XX factors and all. I didn't know what to search for. Like, honestly, yeah. So then, I attended a lot of sessions and all. Like, I used to book sessions with a lot of consulting agencies, all these study abroad agencies and all. Like, they tell you, right? Book a session with us. We'll let you know which, what country your course has a scope. At the end of the day, we need scope and opportunities. That's the main aim. That I knew, but I didn't know where. So I started, and then And then every time I used to, attend a session, it would be like, okay, so this was it. So they used to give you a brief with all these introductory things. Key study abroad is this. You'll have to look, you'll have to have a budget. You'll have to have a budget for what, etc., and all. And now to, personalize it to you, you'll have to pay so and so. I was not ready to invest in any of these consultancy agencies because, see, first of all, I'm not earning and I don't want to get scammed. So I didn't know what consultancy agency is a genuine, consultancy agency. And then I was like, okay, fine. I was like, whatever free sessions I'm gonna get with all the consultancy agencies, I'll go for it. And then, I'll have a whole picture. And then a friend of mine, she was working in one of the study abroad consultancy agencies and all. And after like 1 month of searching, or like 1 month, I would say 2-3 weeks of searching, she suggested me, this consultancy agency is good and all. I'm saving this, that, X factors to the next video to, at least give you a step-by-step view. How, at least, okay, I was so confused, you don't be confused. So I'll be, structuring it well and I'll present it well. I did this thing, and I think you should be doing this thing, at least. So I'll give you at least whatever, that comes from my experience. I'll be doing that soon. So that is how I applied. And then I then Googled, okay, fine, now organizational psychology. Now I have my answer. This is actually what I see myself invested in. Now, which country? And then I Googled, okay, which country is the best for studying organizational psychology and all. So the top answers were like UK and Australia. I was like, okay, fine, UK and Australia. Now I have to pick one, right? At least that's what I thought. Now I go back to my college and I see people discussing. I see people talking about US and all. I'm confused there again. Okay, fine. Am I making a good choice? I was so confused as fuck. I was like, okay, fine. Somebody just guide me. Tell me what to do. Like, literally tell me what to do. But no, I didn't want to tell it to my family that I'm so confused. Now, if I just talk to my family, the words are gonna spread. Now, I mean, it's gonna be a whole discussion. Like, no, I don't want to be a whole discussion. Some third person knowing that and all. I know my parents are trying to help me, but I wanted to figure it out on my own. Don't ask me why do I do that, but I want to figure things out on my own. At least I feel like I'm doing it. So, yeah. So then I was like, okay, fine. And then, so I went through college dunya. And so I obviously, now you don't know if it's a genuine company, etc., and all. Like, initially. And any student would think so. Maybe, I would say any student would think so. And then, okay, fine, I went to college dunya. At least I thought so. And they helped me. So I told them that I want to do this course. This is what I want to do and all. And they're like, which country and all. So I was like, I chose UK because it gives 2 years of work permit, like a graduate visa type that you can use. And why I didn't choose Australia, because maybe cost of living, according to what I heard from people. Obviously, that's the only source of information I could rely on. And so UK seemed like a better option. That's why I chose UK. Now I stuck to UK. Okay, fine, UK is the option. Okay, so they I told them this is the course I want to do, etc., and they gave me a list of universities. Now what kind of university? Like, okay, what am I supposed to look in the university? How would I even know that, okay, this is great, better than this? Then the concept of QS ranking came. I think I'm right. Wait, let me just, QS university rankings. So they have the world rankings, and I thought, okay, fine, this is the way to look which university ranking is the highest one. Maybe out of what I get in, maybe I'll compare this and get it one. And fortunately, I applied for 4 universities, and fortunately I got into all 4. Um, so that was the time I had to choose. Now what? Which university? And I did like big research, like literally. I'm staying up till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the night. Just I was so stressed. What university? I don't know. Like people already got into universities. What am I doing? I don't even know what university am I going to get in, etc. etc. I was so stressed. And then I made a list. Okay, fine. How does the city look like? And what is the ranking of the university? What is the employment, rate and all? And how difficult is it to get into that university? Stuffs like this. And cost of living, obviously, it varies from cities to cities. And so, whatever basic knowledge I had, I tried to find answers through them, and I chose University of Liverpool. I'm happy. I'm really very happy that I made this choice because, as shown in Google too, the city is student friendly, and you find a lot of students, and the city is great, like really. So I chose University of Liverpool, and that's how I ended up in University of Liverpool. So initially, I was very paranoid that, okay, fine, what if this is a scam? I got into a university. Okay, fine, I'm going to University of Liverpool now. What if the offer letter is flawed, or is it if it is made up or something like that? How can I trust the agency, etc., etc.? Obviously, I cannot, like, how will I confirm, etc. But then, I started receiving mails from the university. Like, obviously, the offer letter was from University of Liverpool, but I was just paranoid because, I mean, why not? Because it's my first time. I am supposed to doubt everything. Okay, fine. I just believe I'm supposed to doubt everything. That's what I did. Okay, fine. Yeah, I was stressed on that part too. Even though I had, I knew I was going to University of Liverpool now. But now I told my parents that I'm going. Like, I got into University of Liverpool and all. But I didn't want them to tell anybody, like anybody in the family or relatives or any far relatives, that I am going because I believe in Nazar. Yeah. So until and unless I landed in Liverpool and attended the university, I didn't want anybody to know that I got into one and this is what I'm doing. Obviously, it cannot, if this cannot happen at all in Indian families. Obviously, the words got out. At least my dates, were nearing. So I would say all my process was over, kinda over, almost over. And now everybody are like, okay, what next? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay. Obviously, your parents are proud that you are going to study abroad. Yes, I understand. But I was like, isn't this too soon to let people know that I am going abroad? I mean, like, Nazar is real. Like, right? Nazar is real. At least I believe in Nazar. Okay. And then I was like, okay, fine. I was like, yeah, I know. Like, okay, fine. I just made peace with the fact that it's okay. Now people know. Okay, fine. I was like, okay. And then, and then yeah, and then accommodation. How did I end up here? How do you think I ended up here? I mean, I'm really happy with my choice, like definitely, but there's no but. Actually, there's no but. I'm really happy. So I made, again, while booking accommodation, I was booking it through some third party agency. Like, obviously, from, I was booking it from the details, I got it from College Dunia. Now, I wasn't sure if, this is, this is, a genuine company. But it actually is. But initially, I didn't know. Because a lot of students, I mean, obviously, I was reading through reviews like a crazy person. I can't select an accommodation and pay and then go tell my dad, oh, you know what, I got scammed. That's the last thing I wanted to. Okay, fine, I'm being paranoid. I don't know. But you are going to a different country. You don't even know, if these things exist, right? I am very new to this process. Like booking an accommodation, studying abroad, obviously, I don't know. So I didn't know anything. So I was exploring. I don't know. Why do I feel like I'm justifying and I can hear you all? I don't know. I don't even know who's seeing this video, but okay, fine. I was like, okay. And then I didn't know how to book an accommodation. And they're like, yeah, these are the accommodations, and you're supposed to choose and all. And my dad is like, okay, why aren't you going to a university, accommodation, the one provided by the university? Like, obviously, like, even, when you go out 11th, 12th, they obviously make you go to the, hostels, right? Which is provided by the college, university, and all. I mean, that was a good concern. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. But I apparently heard, I don't know, people said that it works as a lottery system or something like that. And you cannot, matlab, if you keep waiting to get your number, you might not even end up with a room in the accommodation provided by the university or a private accommodation. I was like, okay, fine. I am a planner, so like I need to be prepared. So I was like, okay, fine, let me just see what accommodation. Now, what am I supposed to see in the accommodation? I don't even know how big the rooms are. How are they supposed to be? What exactly an accommodation is supposed to have? What amenities are considered as basic amenities that every other accommodation has? These are some general grounds to compare from one accommodation to another. And then I was like, I procrastinated a lot. And then I went in front of, like, I asked my dad to choose one. And it's like, there are, like, what is close to the university? Choose that accommodation. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Because even if you sleep and get up late, you can reach to the university fast. I mean, it's a good point. But yeah. So while I was choosing my accommodation, everything was in miles now. And kilometer to miles to calculate and all. So it was a. I am very bad at maths. I mean, people who know me will agree. So I'm like, I didn't look at the miles part. Whatever was less, I booked it. Like, whatever was the closest, as my dad said, I booked. And it said 0.2, yeah, 8 miles. So the university is like really close right now. It's like a straight road and take a right or left. It's like 2 streets apart or something like that. In simple words, 5-minute walk. Yes. Uh, yeah. So I was about to book through student accommodation because the guy said he obviously whatever he said was true. Connected me to one of the like each person was assigned to someone, and he showed me it is also written in the website and all. What bills are paid, what amenities these things are accommodations are offering, etc., etc. But I just wanted to I needed reassurance. I needed reassurance in every single step that yes, it is happening. Yeah, it is genuine. Yes, it's true. Don't ask me why, because I needed it. I don't know. I'm doing everything on my own. And you don't know, like, if you don't know, it's not genuine. Like, if you don't know if it's genuine. I mean, now you know. Now you guys know it's genuine because I'm sitting here. But yeah, I didn't know, right? So I did, what was I talking about? Wait, what? Okay, fine, they connect. So he gave me all the reassurance. Look, this is what the accommodation provides, and this is what the other accommodation provides, and all. He gave me an overview, etc., etc., and all. They literally gave me good amount of support and all, and they were with me the whole process and all. So they're here, they're like to book an accommodation. There are a few accommodations where you need to pay deposit, and there are a few where you don't have to, and there are a few where you would need a international guarantor that whoever is coming, that I am coming, so they need a guarantor that she is gonna pay the rent, like she will be paying the rent, and if she cannot, you will be paying all those things, and they would also need a local guarantor. Some accommodations would need a local guarantor, that is people who reside in UK and they cannot be students, and yeah. So obviously, I live in Railyard right now, so I had to pay my deposit and all. Now that is the part. Like, okay, fine, I'm making an international transaction. What if I am that person who's gonna get scammed? Obviously, I didn't get scammed. Yeah. So that was the thought. Okay, that was the thought. And I was like, okay, fine. That happened. And they sent me the guarantor contract agreement and all. I had to fill it and all. And I had to. So there was this option of doing it online. But our house was getting renovated and it was filled with the pure chaos. And I made a very dumb mistake or something. I don't remember. But yeah, I signed my signature in my a place where my father had to sign something, some blunder I did, and that I couldn't even correct that. I was like, then I mailed them. They have a pretty good, they give fast response, bro. Like so fast. I mean, how can I even compare? There's no comparison. They give, they reply to your mail so fast, like in a minute max, something like that. And then I texted them, I am not able to fill the guarantee, the online one. They're like, okay, just take a printout of they sent me a PDF and I had to take a printout of that. And I obviously filled it and sent them the scanned copy and all. And so it went pretty smooth and all. So yeah, so everything, so university living, what do you say, helped me throughout the process. And actually when I got the guarantee agreement, I was like, okay, fine, this company is genuine because I have solid proof now. I mean, see, I was just preparing myself just in case I get scammed. What solid evidence do I present? This was not a promotion or something, but I had to tell you. I cannot keep on saying कि I got in through some agency and some this thing. Okay, fine, yeah, okay. I'll provide you more deets in the next video, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what is the next video gonna be because yeah, if you guys have any interesting questions, do ask me. I mean, I had to answer one, like I just started with a few questions and I gave you the whole tea. Like I went everywhere basically. I am usually like this. I don't know. I just get excited when I'm talking and I make sure that you get all the tea. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, so I got into a university now. Now I live in an accommodation, and that's how the study abroad thing happened. And yeah, that's how I got into college, I guess. Yeah, do I have to add anything? I'll focus on the journey part more. What were the steps, etc., etc. Because I'll have to, recall the steps. Like obviously, I know the main steps, but there was hustle. There is so much stress. I don't know if this was same for everybody who is here, but I stressed like a crazy woman, like crazy, like each and every step, like each and every step. Don't be like me, guys. Everything is gonna be okay. But if you would say this to me when I was stressing, I'm like, bro, you don't know. I am stressed. Yeah, so obviously I'm not gonna listen to you. And I actually didn't listen. Like my mom kept on saying, "It's gonna be fine. There's no point in getting stressed." I'm like, okay, what? Getting stressed would solve everything? No. I mean, obviously no. Those were some words of wisdom I had to take, but no, do I take? I should have taken, at least for my mental peace. But yeah, I chose to stress. But you don't stress. Like literally, what is meant to happen will happen. I just ruined my mental health. My what do you say? Yeah, I just ruined my mental health and I stopped eating or something like that. I used to have one meal a day, even though if I was at my home, because I was just stressed. Why is this not happening? I was just stressed in every single step. So yeah, please don't feel like that. What is meant to happen will happen. This too shall pass. Yeah, but if you're like me, probably even you wouldn't listen to me. I don't blame you. But yeah, a small piece of advice. Okay. So, what is the next question? Okay, how are university societies? So, the University of Liverpool has a guild of students. Like, there are a lot of societies that exists in University of Liverpool. And like, this is a society for societies or clubs. You can name it as clubs. This is a society for Bhangra. This is a society for, reading books, Taylor Swift, crochet, ballet, ballroom, Latin, squash, badminton, rock climbing, swimming, tennis, and you name it, everything is there. You just name it. There are like 100 societies. Like there's Hindu society, there is Mallu society. This is society for everything. Like, yeah, everything. So whatever you're interested in, just get into one. I mean, oh yeah, this society for trampoline, things like that also. Like, yeah, like maybe one day I would like read a detailed list of it. But these are something that's that I can remember of right now. So one piece of advice I would say, if you're coming to University of Liverpool, like all the universities have these societies and all, but obviously I can talk only about University of Liverpool because I'm studying there right now. So yeah, one piece of advice, if you're coming to University of Liverpool, so all these societies I was talking about, all of them have a taster session. Taster session is a session where you can do that. For example, take Bhangra. Taster session of Bhangra. The first session, taster session, means free session. So you can have, you can do Bhangra, the first session, the first class for free. And that's a wonderful way to explore. Trust me, honestly, the last time I danced in India, like in my 20 years of, existence, was during the annual days, like annual day, not exam, but annual day of school when I was in like fourth standard, third standard. That was the prime nursery school was the last, and I always hesitated to try dancing because what will people think? How am I dancing? Like what will people say? Like, how they're gonna judge me, etc., etc. Honestly, nobody cares. Is it too late to realize this? I would say no, but I'm happy that I realized it. Like, literally, okay, fine. Judge me, so what? I am living my life, right? You're not gonna live my life. Like, it's vice versa, too. There's no point in thinking. And then I used to go, like, I did Bharatanatyam for, like, I used to attend classes of Bharatanatyam for, like, for till, like, 4th standard or something, and 5th standard I had to shift the city or something. That's another part of the story. But yeah, I was like, okay, fine. I was so ready. Like, the next step was taking Bharatanatyam exam. I was there. And my best friend, she still blames me. I mean, I don't blame her for that. That if you didn't leave the city, we would have been at least something, but we would have been Bharatanatyam dancers now. Like, because of you, I left the class. Because I didn't have anybody to go with. I regret shifting the city because after 1 year I came back. Yeah, that's why. And I didn't even try to continue it because I was worried. I shifted a city and I came back. What will people think? What will people say, etc., etc. Now I am going to the same school. I don't want to. I didn't even want to go to the same school, etc., etc. Again, the whole point is nobody cares. I do regret, like, I wish I knew stuff, but it's okay, fine. So I would say, and here, when I just came to Liverpool, I'm like, I'm gonna try each and everything. I'm like, see, now I've shifted a whole country. If like, abhi bhi, even, if I'm the same now also, what's the point of shifting a country? I mean, obviously I came to study, that is there. But if you, there are some things you need to change about yourself too. That I wanted to change things about myself. This whole part. Log kya sochenge? Okay, fine, girl, don't. Nobody cares. And I attended every single taster session, like whatever the societies were. So I did Bhangra. Dude, I loved it. Because it was so nice. I mean, and then I tried trampoline. I didn't even know it was an Olympic sport. But I tried trampoline. And it was so fun. Like, really so fun. And I tried Latin. It was all this. I wanted to try ballroom, but it was paid. And I was like, okay, fine, let's try what's free. And I tried Latin, and it was, again, these things I am listing is so diverse. Each and every part of it has its own essence, and I loved each and every part of this. And then I tried, what did I try? I tried cycling. Okay, so there's nothing new about cycling because, yeah, obviously everybody went to, schools cycling only. Even I went to school like through cycling only. That I know. But here, the vibe was different. Like the energy. I mean, if you see my Instagram, maybe you would understand, you would agree for this point. So yeah, so you go, you cycle with, a lot of people together with music, like speakers, like physical, obviously physical speakers. Okay, yeah, speakers and all. And you're going with the mob, and whenever some people see you, from the streets and all, they cheer like, yeah, let's go, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, every single moment it's been, I've lived every single moment, I would say. I mean, bro, like day before yesterday my parcel came, and I was so happy seeing bhujia. I mean, it's a small thing. But I am happy. Touch wood, guys. Touch wood, Suhasini. Yeah, but I am happy, like, because I am living every single moment. Like today, I had food. Like I had food in the afternoon. That's big. That's like, wow. I had so much energy because I have to cook for myself and have food. So yeah, but I would say, if I was the same person I am like before, maybe, if I lived every single moment. I mean, come on, it's not a Bollywood movie or a Hollywood movie. It's not the same for everyone. But if you like what you're doing, if you like what you're eating, seeing, anything, if you like what you're doing, that's something very, full. It makes you feel fulfilling. I mean, that makes you happy. At the end of the day, if you're happy, that's the point. That's what we need. So, yeah. So I tried cycling, and I tried what did I try? What did I try? Oh, there's a Hindu society, and they hosted a, dance rehearsal or something like that. They choreographed a whole dance, and you just had to learn. And I tried doing garba, guys. I always wanted to do garba, but I never did it in India. Obviously, log kya sochenge, right? And so we went to this garba event and all, and I did garba, and I did dandiya. Some, lady, she was very kind enough to give her dandiya sticks to a friend of mine, and that's how we shared dandiya sticks, and we tried doing dandiya. It was so nice. So I did that. That's something. Yeah, and I tried windsurfing. I mean, obviously I had to pay for the train. That wasn't free. Obviously, train wasn't free. The thing, the windsurfing was free. It was so nice. Like I really enjoyed the thing, but I could hardly, make my balance on the board. But it was a very new experience. I like it. Mm, that's what I can, you know, remember of. And the welcome week in University of Liverpool. Wow, like that's the that's your cue to take all the freebies you get. I would say don't miss the freebies. Wait, yeah, I have one near me. See, University of Liverpool. I actually didn't get this bottle, but in my while I was looking for all the freebies, etc., and I met a friend of mine, and he was with a group of people, and I was like, oh, where did you get this bottle from? I love it. Oh my god, where do you get it? And she was like really kind enough. I don't know. She just gave it to me. She's like, oh, well, you can have it. I don't need it. I'm like, okay, like, are you really doing that? And she's like, yeah, take it. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I got this because of her. I'm so sorry I don't remember her name, but I'm really thankful. Yeah, I got this bottle. So you get a lot of stuff, Maybe I'll show it to you some other day. But yeah, the video has become like 52 minutes. I don't think I can. Yeah, maybe I would say let's save the questions for the next video, I would say. But it's been really nice. It's been 1 month And I know initial days you'll feel like, oh my god, I belong to the city. That's what I felt like. And homesickness will hit you. I mean, yeah, but it didn't hit me in the initial days. But yeah, so it will hit you, but you'll be fine. It's okay. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's okay. Have fun. And yeah, very important point. I don't know why do I feel like saying this, but uh, you don't have to study abroad only to have fun, live your life, live every har pal pal, live each and every moment of yours. You can do it wherever you are. And yeah, you can do it wherever you are. And it's I mean, you might not be feeling good today, but the brighter days are gonna come. This too shall pass, you know. So it's okay. Everything is gonna be fine, and I'll be spilling more tea soon. Obviously, in my next videos. I never thought I would. Uh, yeah, I did tell you, okay, I would open a YouTube channel, etc., etc. But I think I like it. I mean, I spoke for like 1 hour here. So see you soon, and welcome to my family. Yeah. Okay, bye.